Hi everyone. So today we'll discuss about this topic that whenever you give any prompt to the LLM, how things will work, how it will generate the answer, how it will process the prompt. So that thing we will discuss today. So let's say we give any prompt to the LLM. Let's say what is machine learning. So that is a prompt. We give it and we want some answer from the LLM. Let's say ChatGPT, Anthropy, Grok, something else. So at first, what will happen? It will create some tokens. Like what will one token? Then let's say ease is another token. Let's say machine is another token. Let's say learning is another token. So at first, it will create the tokens, but it is not the word by word. So you cannot say what is a word, so it is another token. Is a word, it is another token. Machine is a word, it is another token. Learning is a word, it is another token. It is not like that. So it is based on the tokenizer. Tokenizer. So it is based on the tokenizer. Tokenizer is creating those tokens. So let's see how this tokens is created at first. So let's say there is a word like LNGUA GE, okay, and we gave thousands of documents to train the tokenizer to creating the words. So let's say language is one word. So if we write in character wise, like in that way, LNGUAAGE. So these are the character of this word language. So it will create the pair, like let's say LA, then AN, then let's say NG, then let's say GU, then let's say UA, then let's say AG, then let's say GE. So in that way some pairs are created. So for each pair it will try to find in those documents that how many number of times this combination of character is appeared. So let's say it is appear 50 times, AN appears 20, let's say it is 60 times, NG appear let's say 4 times, GU appear 7 times, let's say UG appear 20. So in that way we get the frequency. Let's say it is let's say it is 40 and let's say it is 30. So which one is the highest? Let's say it is also come 60. So which one is the highest? 60. We will take the first one which have the highest frequency. So AN is one character combination. So this word is become in that way. AN, then G, then U, then A, then G, then E. So this AN is combined. So in that way we try to combine those characters which is present in more frequent number of times in these documents. So let's say in that way we get lang is appear multiple times and there is UAGE appear multiple times. So these will be two tokens and it will store in the vocabulary. Let's say it is lang is one and then UAG is one, and it also gives some token ID. Let's say it come at the first, so let's say it is 0 and let's say it is 1. So these are the IDs of those tokens. So in that way the tokens is created. So whenever we get the answer like word, is, machine learning, so what is definitely present in this vocabulary, so that's why word come. So let's say machine, so instead of machine is not completely present in that vocabulary, so it can happen that MACH is one word and then is IEN, this another token. So these two tokens are present in that vocabulary. So instead of machine become one token, it can be break in two tokens like machine and IEN, because these tokens are present in that vocabulary, not machine present in that vocabulary. So in that way these tokens are created. So why not so these are that some example, name of the example of the tokenizer, like like GPT-4, what type of tokenizer it use, Llama, what type of tokenizer it use, Hugging Face wrapper, what type of tokenizer it use. So there is one question can arise, like why we not use whole the word, like there is what is machine, so instead of breaking the machine in multiple chunks or multiple parts, why we not use the complete word, like what is machine learning. So these are some words, we store it and we just use it. The main problem is that one word can be multiple variation, like so there can be, let's say we can take example run, sorry, run. So there can be another variation running, there can be another variation, let's say runner, there can be another variation rerun. So if we try to store all those words, the vocabulary size become huge, and for searching in the vocabulary it will very time consuming and it is not efficient. So that instead of storing all words, we try to find the generalized way, we try to find the balanced way, so that we can store these words and we can use it properly in efficient way. So let's say instead of storing the words word by word, we can store in that way, like run is, sorry, run is one token, then we can store ing is another token, then we can store er is another token, then we store re is another token. So whenever we get this word, it will become run, then we can say, let's say there is, let's say instead of en, so ning, so it will, instead of storing the running, it will generate run and running, I run plus ning, and for runner it will be run, and there is maybe ner. So let's say it is stored in ner. Let's say rerun also, let's say re plus run. So in that way these tokens are created, so that we can also store those words and we can use in efficient way. Why not use character wise? So let's say we can use the character wise, like let's say it is run, so why not use like run and we store it r and u and n, why not? So there is some ASCII values, so we have to store only ASCII values. So there are there are n number of ASCII values and we have to store only those. But the problem is that the number of token become very high. So if we try to break every word character by character, it will create large number of tokens, and for processing those it will very heavy for the transformer. So we'll discuss that how those word next step it will happen, like where it will go after creating the tokens. So it will go to transformer, then we will discuss it. So this is the first step. So it will create the tokens with the help of tokenizer. Then next step is, so let's say our prompt was word is machine learning, and let's say there is question mark. So based on the vocabulary, it is giving the token ID. Let's say 102. This 102th word is what? in the vocabulary, so it will get 102. Let's say is come at second, so it is assign 2 to is. Let's say machine is 919. Let's say it is 834. Let's say it is 43, maybe, based on the vocabulary. So it will be, so after getting the prompt, it transferred to some numbers. So it transformed to numbers. Then what is the next step? Next step is we have to give the context awareness, because these are the some words which don't have any meaning, but we have to implant the meaning, like how it will connect to each other. So let's say we can take this example: the animal did not cross the road because it was too tired. So you can say this it can refer to road, and it also refer to animal. But which one we have to take? We have to take the animal, because it is telling about that animal. That animal is too tired, so that it cannot cross the road. So what will happen? It will, after creating the token, it will go to the transformer, so that we give the context awareness. Whenever process the word it, the attention mechanism of the transformer look back animal and look at the road also, decide it refers to the animal, not the road. So it is giving the context awareness. How we get the context awareness? Those numbers transform to some probability distribution. Let's say it is 0.3, let's say it is 0.5, let's say it is 0.7, let's say it is 0.8, let's say it is 0.1. So it is giving some it is taking some probability distribution whenever it cross the uh, attention mechanism of the transformer. Then what will happen? After we getting the embedding, we implant the context awareness, then the LLM will try to generate the answer. How it will try and generate the answer? Here also it will use the vocabulary which is already created. So let's say our question was, what was machine learning? What is machine learning? So by this embedding, it is giving the probability distribution of each word in the vocabulary. Let's say it is machine get the probability of 0.92, let's say. And let's say happen is getting the probability distribution of 0.3. So which one is the highest? 0.92 is the highest. So whenever it generating the answer, machine will come first, and this one will go to the next step. What is the next step? This process will repeat. Let's say at first machine come, then it will go again, and what is the next word can be? Let's say in the vocabulary, learning, LARNING, learning get the highest probability of 0.92. Let's say run is another word, another token, not the word. So it is getting a probability of 0. Let's say 8. So which one is the highest? Learning. So at first what we got? Machine, then it is learning. Then let's say machine learning is A, then field. So in that way, word by word or token by token, it is adding in the answer, and we will get the final answer. How much it will go? Until it predict the, let's say, stop token, or it hit the max length. till then it will generate the answer and generate the token, or it will give the probability to the token and predict the token which can be more suitable for the answer, and it will generate the answer until we get the it will predict the stop token or max length. So what are the steps? Let go through again. So at first it will split the tokens based on the tokenizer, and we already discussed that how those tokens are created, and it is stored the vocabulary. So then after getting the tokens, we will get some token IDs based on the vocabulary. Then after getting the vocabulary, we have to give the context awareness, so it will go through the transformer, and the attention mechanism gives some probability distribution for each tokens. Then after getting the tokens, the LLM try to generate the answer. So again it also based on the embedding, it try to predict the answer with giving the probability distribution of each words in the vocabulary. Let's say machine is a one word, one token, it's getting the highest probability for this question or this embedding. So machine is adding first, then in that way whichever more suitable token is there, it will add from the token vocabulary. So in that way it will generate the answer and we'll get the final answer. So that's all. Hope you able to understand this topic. Thank you.